All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we got some new footage, some new demo footage on the Callisto protocol today during Summer Game Fest. I'll go ahead and leave the full video in the description below for you guys to check out on your own without commentary if you guys want to. But if you guys are here, you most likely want to see the reaction. I'm not going to take too much time in this introduction, just a couple things to get out of the way real quick. And it's 2 minutes and 35 seconds, so it's a solid time. This is hopefully some gameplay, like fully in game, which I'm hoping for. Obviously the demo it should be, but this is one of the first times we'll see like in-game footage from the Callisto protocol, so we'll get to see what game we get coming, you know, December when this game comes out. It is gonna look like an insane few months when time comes for the ending and the beginning of next year. That's going to be like an insane 3-4 months. We're going to get Callisto protocol and this is if everything goes right. This is if there's no delays, everything goes right, everything runs smooth, and they release on time. We'll be getting the Callisto protocol in December, and then we'll be getting the Dead Space remake in January, so a month after, and then we'll also be getting the Resident Evil 4 remake in March. So we'll be getting some very exciting games, 2 that are insane remakes and 1 that's a brand new project. So, and it's funny because all those projects have something in common with each other. Resident Evil 4 came out, and you know, the devs that are working on Callisto protocol made the original Dead Space, and that original Dead Space team got the idea to make Dead Space from Resident Evil 4. And now they're making the Callisto protocol, and it's a new dev team that's making the Dead Space remake. So if you guys could see it in that regard, if that makes sense, it kind of all ties into each other. But it's an exciting time for horror right now. It seems that horror is really starting to come back, and it's starting to make its return, and I'm really excited to see what's in store for these 3 specific titles. And I marked it on my calendars. I will be reacting to a lot of other games that are coming out, because there's a lot of other, like on the 9th, not on the 9th, sorry, today's the 9th, on the 12th, yeah, the 12th, on the 12th, the Xbox Bethesda showcase will be going live. So I'll be checking out some of those trailers and seeing which ones I want to react to and picking from those. And then 2 days later, on the 14th, there will be an extended Xbox Bethesda showcase where basically they'll be going more in depth on the games that were shown and what's going on with those, which is pretty cool. No word on Nintendo yet. Metroid Prime 4, I'm hoping something this year. I don't know. Nothing on Nintendo yet so far. But Capcom on the, wow, when is it? The 13th? I'm not sure about that, but soon, coming up, Capcom is also having their own showcase, which is confirmed. I'll put it up right here on the RE Twitter, that they will be showing more at this Capcom conference, this live stream that'll be going live sometime. I'll probably put the date up here too for you guys to see exactly when it is. I will definitely be looking at that because Resident Evil 4 will be making a debut there, and I want to see what they're going to show. I hope it's a little more than what we got in that little trailer. So I hope they might stick to the trailer, or maybe talk about more, or explain the merchant, start going into that. I hope. I really do. It's really exciting right now for gaming. We're starting to get, you know, without E3 because it was canceled this year, the different devs have to do it on their own now, so it's pretty cool to keep up with the different live streams and see what they're going to be doing with that. Without further ado, though, not to waste any more time on this introduction than I already have. It's like 83 freaking degrees in this room, so I don't want to take too much time. I don't want to half-ass it either to give you guys poor garbage, but it's hot in here. It's funny, I remember Markiplier, actually. This will be quick, but I remember Markiplier, and it's funny too because I know I'm not nearly as much of an OG as he is on YouTube, but there are things I can get as a content creator for the little time that I have been. There's things I can get that he talks about, and that only you can get if you're a content creator or if you deal with it. So he was talking about how it was hot. I can't remember what gameplay it was, but he was talking about how it was hot as hell in his room and he can't turn on the AC, and he didn't explain why yet, and I immediately knew why, because of the noise. It creates a background noise, and no matter what kind of mic filter you put on, it'll capture. It'll be caught. And so he, not too long after mentioning that he couldn't turn on the AC, he mentioned why. And that was the exact reason. He says because of the recording. He's recording. And he doesn't turn on the AC when he's recording. So I feel him a lot. No pause. No, I seriously understand where he's coming from. Because, yeah, it is burning up right now. Like I said, it's 83 degrees in here right now. It's insane. But screw it. I don't care. We're here to react to games. We're here to react to this stuff. So, without further ado, not to waste too much time, let's check this out. And it is on 1080. So he's just creeping around. Captured on next-gen hardware. Wow. So right here, this whole scenario screams Dead Space 2 to me. You guys know which one I'm talking about? Where the guy's on the table and he's screaming to help him and the plasma cutter's up there. And he grabs it, but the necromorph gets to the guy before you're able to save him and he rips him up. And you gotta kill that's when you first get the plasma cutter in Dead Space 2. This is giving me huge Dead Space 2 vibes. What? What was that? So he's aiming for the limbs again. Yeah, they're obviously showing that for a reason. That's what they're going with this time as well. Ooh, that's a big boy. Oh, he's swinging back. He's swinging, and once again, the number 4, 3, 2, 1. The ammo counter on the weapon. Did he dodge? I think he dodged his hit, and then his life marker. That's hilarious. You can stomp them in, and they still give you items. Yes, they do for stomping them in. Callisto credits. And you can see the health bar on his neck to keep track of health. So this is so far just like Dead Space 2. And look, there he is, fully suited. Yeah, this is definitely Dead Space 2. This is just screaming Dead Space 2 to me. Ooh, what the hell is that? He spit something at him. Oh, I was like, what the hell? He's gonna throw him in the fan. That's badass. He's using his environment. Kind of like how you can take the necromorph's claws off of the slashers and throw it back at him. Jesus. Hold on. Can we rewind that? I didn't even see what was going on. I thought that was a cutscene. I didn't know he was getting ripped up. Wait, was he thrown in it? Did the thing push him in it? It did. And you're dead. Look, he's just mulched. So, this whole thing established a solid amount. This 2-minute and 35-second gameplay demo just established so much. The fact that gory deaths are back. The fact that you go for the limbs. There's huge Dead Space 2 vibes all over the place. You can see the health bar on the neck. You can see the fact that the icon that displays your ammo is also back and it floats above the weapon like in the Dead Space series. You could stomp in enemies and get certain, items from them. We could go ahead and check out the whole thing one more time and just go over it again. So it's established a good amount of the features and the things. I mean, like I said, I'm going to mention it 1,000,001 more times. This just screams Dead Space 2, especially this part right here. For those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. There's a part in Dead Space 2 where there's a guy on a chair. You're trying to save him. He's screaming for help, and he's locked to the chair, like they're like putting him under surgery, and they have a plasma cutter there, obviously to do the incision on him. But he's screaming for help, and a necromorph comes in, and before you're able to get the plasma cutter off of its where it's being held up, he dies. The necromorph rips him apart. But that whole scenario reminds me just of that one right there that we just saw, the hologram one. But that's cool how the story is going to be told too. You see how it's just a hologram and it tells the story like that? And here we have once again, cut off the limbs. And here he just fights him. Like he just full on gets down with this, whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called yet, or if their enemy name has been announced yet. Look at that. He is brawling this dude. And he's dead. And he's just wiggling. He does not want to die. And the great stomp and dismembering is back. Oh man, ironically, this also gets me even that much more hype for Dead Space Remake. And this screams Isaac's suit. His regular space and engineering suit that he wears. And you'll probably be able to upgrade these ones too. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Does it look like his health is upgraded? So, that's his health now. Does that look upgraded? It looks like it. Like this bar has more of those little crescent moons. Half circles on them. I could be wrong though. It looks like it a little though. Like it's that much more. And it goes down here because he turned off the power, or he turned on the power, it looks like. And that's crazy. You're going to be able to use the environment to your own will. And he's using that like kinesis. Boom. Dead. And then the gory deaths are back. So he gets completely pushed into this thing by this. Yeah, it just pushes him into it. That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty nice. Pretty cool. It was a short little, spiel, but it was good enough. It was just the amount we need. If Resident Evil 4, if Capcom did this during their showcase for Resident Evil 4 Remake, I would not be mad. I would not be disappointed. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I feel most gameplay demos should show off. Remember, Glenn Schofield, the head director of Striking Distance Studios now, the dev team behind Callisto Protocol. Glenn Schofield has been in this game for years. Since the original Dead Space in like 08. I could be wrong on that date, 08 or somewhere around there. But he's been in the game for a long time, pun intended. So it makes sense that he knows his way around, I mean, he worked for Sledgehammer Games too with Michael Condrey together. They formed Sledgehammer Games. So they know how to deal with story. They know how to give you little demos, gameplay, sneak peeks, and trailers that will intrigue the audience, that will tell enough to the audience of the different mechanics that you're to be looking out for and looking forward to when playing the game. And this whole sequence here screams Dead Space 2. I'm telling you, just look at Dead Space 2, go back, check out a couple videos of it, and you'll see exactly what I mean by that. And for those who played it, for those who are OGs, who've played Dead Space 2 years ago, like myself, you know already that is a huge Dead Space 2 callback. And I feel even with, at the last part when he was turning on the power, when all those enemies started hoarding him, I feel we're going to do a lot of that too in this game. It's going to be a lot of, oh, go fix this, go fix that. But I feel they're going to try to do a lot more where the actual protagonist is going to have a lot more. I mean, it's Josh Dunham, right? I think his name is Josh Dunham. Yeah, it's Josh Dunham. He's played in Transformers. For those who don't know, I've seen people confused on who he is. He played in the real life action series of Transformers, with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox. That series, Transformers 1, 2, and 3. It was Transformers 1, or it was just Transformers Dark of the Moon, and then Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. That's the second one. And then Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon. That trilogy of Transformers, he was in them. And I think he was even in the other ones, in the fourth one and the fifth one too. I think he was, yeah. I know he was in the fifth one, The Last Night. Can't remember if he was in Age of Extinction. But he plays in those movies, so you can get a good idea on his character and who he is and how his acting is. He's a pretty good actor. He played a soldier in those different movies. So I'm looking forward to seeing his portrayal in this game. Like I said, he's an amazing actor in my opinion. He killed it in Transformers, so I'm happy they chose him here. He's a veteran in the game too. He's older now, really older. I mean, he's up there. When I saw him recently, I'm like, wow, I haven't seen him looking like that in a minute. Like, he didn't even look like that in Age of Extinction, in The Last Night, Transformers 5 The Last Night. He looked a little younger, but it's been some time since then, to be fair too. But it's looking great. And I know with him being the protagonist, he's definitely going to have a talking. He's definitely not going to be a quiet protagonist like Isaac. He's definitely going to have a personality. He's going to talk. He's going to, be interactive. And that's what I think is really cool. And that's what I think is really cool with what they're doing with Gunnar Hansen, the voice actor of Isaac from the original Dead Space and the remake, all the Dead Spaces. Gunnar Hansen was the voice actor for Isaac in Dark Souls. They all have DS in the name. That's why I always get them confused. Dead Space has DS as an acronym. Destiny has DS or Destiny. Yeah, DS2, Destiny 2. I've seen it used like that. Darksiders. For those who know those games, I've played those. I like those. Those have DS as an acronym. And then Dark Souls. All those have DS as an acronym. Like, so many DSs that have that use that acronym. But for Dead Space, he played the actor. Gunnar Hansen played the voice actor for Isaac in Dead Space 1, 2, and 3, and he's making his return for the Dead Space remake. So that's really cool that he's coming back, and he'll have a bigger impact too. He will be actually speaking this time, not like in the original where he was just quiet. You would hear his groans, his grunts and his groans, when he's injured or when he's running away from something, or when the tension's getting rampant, and everything's going up. But other than that, he literally didn't talk ever in the first Dead Space. Well, in this one, in the remake, they're scratching that. He's going to be talking. He's going to have a personality like in the second one. And I can't wait. Can't wait to see his new return, see how they make him, if they're going to make him closer to his Dead Space 2 persona, or if they are going to make him like a rookie kind of to everything. Because, he doesn't really know what's going on still in Dead Space 1. He's new to the whole necromorph, so there is going to be some rookie, vibes to him, to his character, and antics to his character and how it's portrayed. But I just can't wait. Which one are you guys more excited for? Callisto Protocol, Resident Evil 4 Remake, or Dead Space Remake? I honestly don't know. And to be real with you, I really like the Callisto Protocol, what it's doing right now, and I have high hopes for it. But to be honest, I'm more excited for Dead Space Remake and Resident Evil 4 Remake. And that's not a bad thing. Those are just the Dead Space Remake. I'm actually a little more excited with at this point right now, because I've been following all of the live streams they've been going on, that they've been having. And this team, Motive Studios, the directors and the devs that are creating the Dead Space Remake, they're really passionate. And it looks like they're really trying to convince us and prove themselves to us that they're taking care of this remake. It's not going to be just a cash grab. They're putting effort, time, money, and they're making sure they put thought and heart into it. And that's what I can sense from them. And I really like that vibe I'm getting. And you can tell they really want us to know that it's in the right hands, that they're taking care of it. Like recently, the plasma cutter, there was a lot of controversy with the plasma cutter, with the way it sounded in the remake. When we were shown a demo, it didn't sound so great. It was basically newer. It was upgraded for newer graphics, newer everything, newer sounds. So they upgraded the sound of the plasma cutter, but it didn't get that good a reception. People didn't like it. So they announced that they were reverting back to the original sound of the plasma cutter from the original Dead Space. That alone shows that they scrapped all those audio files and all that work to make this one, that sound of the newer plasma cutter. They scrapped all that and went with the original to appease us, which shows that they're actually taking our criticism in consideration, which the only dev teams that I feel are doing that are, we can't even say Resident Evil, like Capcom. You can't even really say Capcom. I'd say definitely the FromSoft. FromSoft is one of the major ones that are doing that, as well as now Motive Studios with Dead Space. Not EA. Screw EA. EA still owns technically Motive Studio, but Motive right now is redeeming EA as far as Dead Space. If they let Motive do what they need to do and they back off and they don't try to push those crappy microtransactions like EA did during Dead Space 3 that ruined Dead Space 3, we'll thumbs up. It'll be a good year. It'll be a golden year. It'll be a golden game, and everything will be looking good. Everything will be looking good. And as far as golden goes, I can't wait till we hear confirmation that the Callisto protocol. I was gonna say it completely backwards, switching the P and the C. I can't wait till they say or announce that the Callisto Protocol, Dead Space remake, and Resident Evil 4 remake are officially gone gold, because that means that we're that closer to getting our hands on them and it's ready to package. It's a long ways from that now, a good 9-10 months from that. But so it's 9 months away from the Resident Evil 4 remake. So it's 8 months away from the 7 months away from the Dead Space remake, and 6 months away from Callisto Protocol. Not too bad, half a year. And that's if everything goes good and there's no delays once again. But don't want to waste your time too much. I know I'm kind of just rambling on now. I should have ended it like 10 minutes ago. Don't know how long this is going to be. Don't want it to be too long. Hope it's still like the 15-minute mark. I'm praying it's at the 15-minute mark. And if it's at the 20, that's fine. I feel I'm just going on a rambling, talking with you guys and just discussing the games and what's going on with those. So, I mean, it's not like I'm just completely talking about other stuff that's completely irrelevant. Objection, hearsay. But you asked the question. For those who know what that is, yeah, I've been shipping on that lately too. The Amber Heard, Johnny Depp case. Oh man, that's hilarious. And the reason why I thought of that too was because my ADHD was going off right now. When I was talking about me not going off on a tangent, the first thing that came to my mind was relevance. And then that came in my mind, the Amber Heard case, the relevance thing. Oh, hilarious. It's a hilarious case. Funny. So many memes, so many great. My dog stepped on a bee. Oh my god. So funny, dude. So many great memes came from it. But that was a trippy little tangent I just went off on, huh? There's also one thing that I wanted to mention too. I know my channel's not really gonna mean too much to a lot, and it may not even be seen or mentioned, but I'm gonna just end this on this note, and that is justice for the Ackman. And what YouTube is doing is wrong. And I don't care if this video gets taken down. He's been saying that anyone who's been discussing the matters that's been going on with him has been things that people's videos have been taken down. Whoever covers what's been going on with him. There's some corrupt stuff happening down at YouTube. I know this took a complete 360, but we're talking about horror, right? And so, I mean, it's kind of relevant because it's pretty horrible right now what's going on down at YouTube, especially with the Ackman. And all he was trying to do was expose a very disgusting narcissistic person who does not deserve to be on the platform, and somehow the Ackman's being targeted for trying to kick someone else off that shouldn't be on the platform. I'm not going to go too into it. I just wanted to mention that hashtag justice for the Ackman. I pray that, and I hope that enough people speak up, talk about it, and that we could get this resolved, because it is not fair. It is unjust what's happening to him. I've been watching him for a very long time, for a couple years now, and it's wrong. It's crazy. It's crazy. But nonetheless, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Justice for the Ackman. I love you guys. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.